Before the world was powered, it was dark and limited. Then, one man looked at the lightning and decided he would control it. He didn't just study electricity, he imagined a future where power could travel across cities, across countries, even through the air itself. While others were building small machines, he was thinking about lighting up the entire planet. He shocked crowds, challenged the biggest inventors of his time, and helped create the system that powers your home right now. This is Nikola Tesla, the genius who changed electricity. Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in a small village in what is now Croatia. At the time, it was part of the Austrian Empire. His life started between two very different worlds. His father was a strict priest who wanted him to join the church. His mother, however, had a creative mind. She built tools and small devices at home, solving everyday problems with simple ideas. Tesla later said that her creativity shaped his own thinking. From a young age, Tesla showed unusual habits. He had a powerful memory and could picture things in his mind very clearly. He didn't always need to draw designs. Instead, he would build and test machines entirely in his head before making them real. This ability would later help him create inventions faster than others, and it also meant he trusted his imagination more than physical sketches. When he first learned about electricity, he became fascinated. Sparks, currents, and invisible forces captured his attention. He wanted to understand how energy moved and how it could be controlled. That curiosity stayed with him for life, and it pushed him to keep asking questions even when others were satisfied with simple answers. At around 17, Tesla became very ill. He was bedridden for months. During this time, his father made a promise. If Tesla survived, he would be allowed to study engineering instead of becoming a priest. Tesla recovered, and that promise changed his future. It gave him direction and a clear purpose. He joined the Austrian Polytechnic and quickly became one of the top students. He studied for long hours and pushed himself harder than anyone else. His performance was impressive, but his lifestyle was extreme. He barely slept and worked almost constantly. His teachers were concerned and warned his family that he might harm himself if he continued at that pace. Over time, his discipline began to break. He lost his scholarship and became addicted to gambling. He lost large amounts of money, including funds meant for his studies. When exams approached, he was not prepared. He asked for more time, but the request was denied. Instead of finishing, he left. He never graduated. For a while, Tesla struggled to find direction. But his skill with electrical systems helped him get a job in Budapest at a telephone exchange. There, he improved the design of a telephone amplifier. It was a small step, but it proved his ability to solve real problems and think differently from others around him. Soon after, he moved to Paris and began working for a company linked to Thomas Edison. Tesla worked on improving electrical systems and gained a reputation for being reliable and fast. His work stood out, and he was eventually sent to New York. Arriving in the United States was a turning point. Tesla began working directly under Edison. He was given difficult tasks, including repairing damaged generators. In one case, he worked through an entire night fixing a ship's electrical system. When Edison heard about it, he acknowledged Tesla's effort. However, their partnership did not last. Their ideas about electricity were completely different. Edison supported direct current, where electricity flows in one direction. Tesla believed in alternating current, where the direction changes rapidly. This difference was not just technical, it shaped the future of electrical systems. Tesla left Edison's company after disputes over payment and recognition. Without support, he faced serious financial problems. At one point, he worked as a ditch digger to survive. For someone with his level of intelligence, it was a difficult reality. Things began to change when Tesla developed an alternating current motor. This invention allowed electricity to be used more efficiently. It caught the attention of George Westinghouse, who believed in the potential of AC systems. Westinghouse purchased Tesla's patents and brought him on board. This partnership gave Tesla the resources he needed. He now had funding, a team, and a place to experiment freely. During this period, Tesla created some of his most important work. One of his most famous inventions was the Tesla coil. It could generate high-voltage electricity and produce dramatic electrical arts. It became a key tool in experiments and demonstrations, and it also helped people visualize electricity in a way they had never seen before. At the same time, a major conflict was taking place. It became known as the War of the Currents. On one side was Edison promoting direct current. On the other side were Tesla and Westinghouse supporting alternating current. The competition went beyond science. It involved public opinion and influence. Edison tried to show that AC was dangerous by organizing demonstrations that frightened people. Despite this, AC proved to be more efficient, especially for sending electricity over long distances. Eventually, AC systems were adopted across cities. Homes, factories, and streets began to use electricity powered by Tesla's ideas. His work helped shape the electrical grid that still exists today, and it allowed power plants to serve large areas without major losses. Tesla continued to explore new ideas. He became deeply interested in wireless energy. He believed electricity could be transmitted through the air without wires. In demonstrations, he lit lamps without direct connections. People who saw this were amazed and often struggled to understand how it was even possible. He also believed that signals and power could be sent across the world without cables. Tesla later began experimenting with radio waves. During these experiments, he detected unusual signals and believed they might be from another planet. While this claim remains uncertain, it reflects his willingness to explore unknown possibilities and think beyond accepted limits. Not all of his projects succeeded. Tesla invested heavily in wireless communication and borrowed money to support his research. However, Guglielmo Marconi developed a working radio system first. Inventors chose Marconi's system, leaving Tesla without financial backing. Around 1906, Tesla's mental health began to decline. He withdrew from public life and spent more time alone. He moved between hotels and often left without paying bills. His financial situation remained unstable. During these later years, Tesla found comfort in small things. He spent time feeding pigeons and formed a strong attachment to one particular bird. He cared for it deeply and even spent money to treat it when it was injured. Even as he aged, Tesla continued to speak about new inventions. He described machines that could run for hundreds of years and devices that could transmit powerful energy across long distances. He also spoke about a defensive weapon that could stop wars by destroying enemy aircraft from afar. Many of these ideas were never fully proven. Still, they showed that his imagination remained active. Tesla died in 1943 at the age of 86. He was alone in his hotel room. After his death, government officials collected his papers and research materials. Some of his work was studied, while other parts remained unclear. Tesla's influence is still visible today. Alternating current became the standard for electrical systems worldwide. It allows electricity to travel long distances efficiently, making it possible to power cities and industries. Tesla's life shows both success and struggle. He introduced ideas that shaped the modern world, yet he faced financial problems and personal challenges. His focus remained on discovery rather than profit. Today, his name is recognized as one of the greatest inventors in history. His contributions continue to affect daily life, even if many people do not realize it. Every time a light turns on, every time electricity flows across cities, a part of Tesla's work is there, quiet but powerful. He didn't just study electricity, he changed it forever.